The color? No problem, no charge. And we're super fast. Get special orders in 6 to 8 weeks or less on all of our products. Check out this Riva queen size bed that we have on sale for as little as $449 in the shark skin color, or you can also get it in espresso. Shop local and save big during our spring sale going on right now at Slumberland Furniture, Beaver Dam and Watertown.
Getting to know your friends and neighbors, this is Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Good morning and welcome into Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Ashley Dobrzinski and Kale Zomer up in the WBEV studio with you this morning. And Hometown Today is presented to you by our friends over at Professional Floor Covering. Professional Floor Covering is an Abbey Design Center located at 713 Park Ave in Beaver Dam. They are locally owned, and Randy and his team are here to help you design the perfect space. They have over 1,000 samples of carpet, LVP, hardwood, tile, area rugs, and window finishings. But it's so much more than floors. They have a wide selection of kitchen and bathroom countertops, cabinets, tile, shower inserts, and more. Speaking of those countertops, they can do them in your kitchen or your bathroom. The material, color, and pattern of a countertop all play a major role in how a kitchen or bathroom model will turn out. They offer a large selection of quartz, granite, marble, and laminate countertops. They'll help you find the perfect countertop that fits with both your lifestyle and design. Visit PROFLR.com for all your needs. And we are very excited to welcome in the Beaver Dam Area Orchestra today. We have David Sneeder and Aaron Ebersole, the music director. And we also have on the phone Ryan Belangi, the vocal soloist, who will be performing at the event you both have coming up. And how are you guys today?
We're very
Great.
good. Thank you for having us.
Awesome. Well, before we jump... Sorry, Ryan, cut you off. But before we jump into the event itself, can you both give us a little background? Can you both give us background about how you got involved with music and the orchestra here in Beaver Dam?
Oh boy, how we began with music. So I played drums. My uncle was a drummer, and he had like this drum kit that I found at my grandparents' farm, and it was just all smashed to pieces from him hammering away at it. I'm like, that thing looks so cool, and he let me take it home and beat around on it. And so by fifth grade, I'm like, I want to play drums, and that's what I've been doing ever since. And so I've always had just a love for that particular instrument, and then anything adjacent to it. So I went to school for business and things like that, and have been able to work on the business end with the orchestra and as the manager for the community theater and the choir. So I get to kind of live my dream of doing stuff with music as a career, and it's been really fun, and get to meet so many fun, nice, interesting people with the orchestra and the choir and the theater and all that. So that's how I got my start. Anything dealing with music programs, got to keep that alive, because that just profoundly changed my life and has been a positive. So that's what I do with the orchestra. So I kind of do all the behind the scenes things with the orchestra and make sure that people know about the concert, which our next one is Saturday, April 18th, 7 o'clock at the Beaver Dam High School Auditorium. Amazing performer, also from Beaver Dam, grew up here. Ryan Belangi went the route of becoming a professional vocalist, so we're very excited to have him. And so now it's Aaron's turn.
Okay, well, I guess I'm also a Beaver Dam High School graduate, and loved music, loved being involved with it, all the band things, had a great experience, and went on, and I have my music education degree, and was lucky enough to continue on in the area orchestra as a performer after college. And then just getting to step onto the podium after Rich Zeman retired has just been, it's been incredible. And I had to pinch myself on the way home from rehearsal last night, because we had a really great rehearsal with Ryan, and just really looking forward to this concert on the 18th. I think it's going to be terrific, and just a great opportunity to welcome somebody of Ryan's talent to just share the stage with our local talent. So.
Yeah.
So a fun side note is the orchestra started in 1954, so well over 70 years old, and Erin is only the third director
Wow.
to be leading the group. So yeah,
That's amazing.
She signed on a really long contract.
Yeah.
And,
She didn't even know what I meant.
she does such an amazing job. You know, we hope she's there for a long time.
That's amazing. Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
And Ryan, what about you? How did you get your start? And I know you're a Beaver Dam High School alum. So can you talk about how you got your start and how it is to be coming back home to perform at this type of event?
Well, I got my start, I think I was singing as soon as I could speak practically. And probably my first official thing was my brother started piano lessons, and I was a little too young to start, but I begged and pleaded because I was so interested in that and probably jealous. And so I started piano pretty young, and that was immediately took to that like a fish to water, and choir, theater, everything all through. So not just Beaver Dam High School, but also Washington Elementary. And I think of that especially because last night my first music teacher, Mrs. Heffron, sits right in the front row of the violin section. So speaking of coming back, it was pretty wild because it's been almost 30 years since I've been in that auditorium. And I spent a lot of time in that auditorium in various concerts and band and chorus and jazz choir and swing band and everything and musicals. And so, you know, I picture that auditorium. That was my first, you know, auditorium as a kid. And I picture it constantly. It's things like that just stick in your mind. And to see it again after so long, the first thing I thought was, wow, it is truly exactly how I've been picturing it for all these years and remembering it. And the other thing I thought of is it's an absolutely fantastic facility. I just marvel that how could it possibly be as old as it is now, I guess 1990 or 91. And it is, it would have been absolutely state-of-the-art at that time. And it still is really beautiful and impressive to see that the city of Beaver Dam, you know, was that forward-thinking and built such an outstanding facility. Anyways, just a sidebar.
And Ryan, what has your journey been like since graduating high school and now being based in Chicago? What has that all been like?
So I went to school like Erin did for music. I did voice performance at Northwestern, and that's kind of what really brought me to Chicago. And my goals were just to try and make a living in music. I knew that singing would be my strongest instrument. Piano wasn't quite as skilled and with the top tier pianist, so I thought, well, voice is probably my strongest instrument, so I'll go with that. And I started, my first jobs were the Grant Park chorus. And I didn't know this when I came to Chicago, but Chicago has a really storied history with professional choirs. It's very unusual to have, like the Chicago Symphony Orchestra and the Grant Park Music Festival have a full professional choir that is a union choir founded by Margaret Hillis. And that is a fantastic starting job, and just a great job in general, for singers. So Chicago's a really special place where you can have lots of little side jobs like that and make a living as a singer. But as I was in there, the conductor said, you know, why are you still singing in the choir? And I thought, well, because I never dreamed I would get paid to sing with this kind of a thing. He said, yeah, but you should be a soloist. So I thought, well, I guess I better try that. So I took his advice and pursued that path and got some guidance that you have to do these things called young artist programs, which are apprenticeships, and you have to very competitively try to get into them, and that's kind of how you get in the front door of the opera world. So that's what I did, and then since then I've sort of been a freelance professional singer. It's weird to even say that. Never thought that would happen.
Yeah, that's amazing, and it's been awesome to hear about that. But we have to take a quick break. But when we come back, we're going to dive more into the event coming up in April and all the excitement around it. But that's next on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Prizes, exclusive experiences, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting dailydodge.com/contests. That's dailydodge.com/contests.
Orthopedic pain shouldn't disrupt every part of your life. You sit out when others head out. You find yourself saying, "Not today," when you really wish you could say yes. Make a change. Marshfield Clinic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine can guide you through a full scope of orthopedic care. We have surgical and non-surgical treatment options to get you back in action. No referral needed, because life is better with the freedom to move. Marshfield Clinic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Call us today.
Klodowski Real Estate is live this Wednesday at 11:10 a.m. on WBEV and Daily Dodge TV. We'll talk all things real estate, get a market update, and answer your questions. Buying, selling, or just curious. Tune in this Wednesday at 11:10 a.m. with Klodowski Real Estate.
It's anniversary time at Silica for your home. I'm Josh Schneider. Stop in and celebrate 104 years with us this April. Take advantage of exclusive appliance rebates, plus get up to $300 back on TV and soundbar installation from LG, Samsung, and Klipsch. And fire up spring with the area's largest selection of grills, featuring Weber, Traeger, Napoleon, and Kamado Joe. Enjoy free assembly, local delivery, and haul away with your old unit. Plus 18-month 0% financing store-wide. Silica for your home, your one-stop shop since 1922.
This update sponsored by UW Credit Union. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you. Fans, here's the Quick Trip to the Ballpark ticket offer. Spend $200 at participating Quick Trip locations and get a free Terrace Reserve ticket to a 2026 Brewers home game. Check brewers.com/Quick Trip for more details. Join UW Credit Union at uwcu.org. Insured by NCUA.
Hi, it's Randy from Professional Floor Covering, making sure you don't miss what's happening in your hometown. It's Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. We're continuing our conversation with David, Aaron, and Ryan from the Beaver Dam Orchestra. Let's shift into the big event coming up. You've got a concert scheduled for Saturday, April 18th at 7 at the Beaver Dam High School Auditorium. Tell us what people can expect from this performance.
Well, we've got a full program, just really great music. So we have a variety of music. We have the Olympic fanfare and theme, which just had the Olympics, so it was really nice to pull that music out. We also have a couple of English pieces. Besides the Handel pieces that Ryan is going to be singing, there's also a few other ones. Percy Granger wrote a delightful piece. He named it Clog Dance, and one of his friends said, no, it sounds more like you're walking down the street, down the Strand in London, so like their Broadway. So he renamed it into Handel in the Strand. Pomp and Circumstance, but not that one, not the one that everybody thinks of. He actually wrote 5 marches, and this is one of the other ones, and it's a really delightful march. But then, and we also have some movie music from the Chronicles of Narnia and from James Bond movies. But then, of course, the highlight is going to be the 3 pieces that Ryan is going to be singing with the orchestra.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and it is a free concert, correct?
Yes.
Yes,
Awesome.
Absolutely free. We do accept donations at the door, so don't be surprised by that. Running an orchestra is expensive, so it is pretty amazing that Beaver Dam has an opportunity for people to go see an orchestra play, and it doesn't cost anything. So, we want to make sure there's no barriers for anyone to come in and see that and experience that.
Yeah. Ryan, Aaron was telling us during the break about how you are coming into a orchestra that some know you and some don't, but you have two or three former band directors that you are working closely with. Can you talk about that and how it's just kind of been surreal, that whole feeling about going back now, working with them again?
Incredible full circle moment. I wasn't sure who would be doing these huge instrumental solos that really are a duet with me, the singer. The first one, the first piece, I can't say his first name because it's just absolutely beyond my reach. He will always be Mr. Hoffmaster to me. And he's playing the trumpet solo in the first piece that, again, is really a duet throughout the entire piece. He was my middle school band teacher. And then the final piece that I'm singing is a huge feature solo for French horn. And that's Mr. Irwin, who was my elementary and lower middle school band teacher. So it was just wonderful to see them at all. And the fact that we are doing really a very featured duet, it's just incredibly meaningful, very special. And I just want to give a quick shout out that all of my music teachers were just exceptional, and I am endlessly grateful to them. I'll throw out more names. I'll forget one and feel horrible, but I want to give a shout out to Mrs. Kenniser, Mrs. Caney, Mrs. Paul, Mrs. Clock, Mr. Zeman, Mr. Liza. So many wonderful, impactful people that really fostered my love of music and helped me develop it with care and passion and enormous talent. So I'm so grateful to them and really excited that I get to actually make music with a few of them.
Yeah, that's amazing. And this is a question for all three of you. What are some of the moments that you're most excited for the concert or pieces?
I'm always excited for the whole concert because the way Erin sets it up is it's not all classical like you think, like Mozart 18th century music like she was talking about. There's music from Chronicles of Narnia and John Williams, but then there's also the operatic pieces that Ryan is singing. So there's a big mix of music. So there's something for everybody in all of the concerts. And some of the music I'm not familiar with, but by the time I hear it and experience it, like experiencing live music is the best way to do it. Like we record it so that people can see it if they have to miss it or they know someone and they live far away. But to be in the auditorium, it just sounds 100 times better. So yeah, you need to experience live music, and the way the concert is set up with just the wide variety, there's going to be something that everyone finds that they love, and there's going to be something new that you didn't know could touch you before. And so I always enjoy that experience.
Well, I love all the music, but I'm biased, you know.
You get to pick them.
Choose it, so. I will say that getting to rehearse last night and hearing Ryan with the orchestra, there is just something so special about those first moments when you actually put together the orchestral music that we've been working on for weeks, and the soloist comes in, and it's like, and when it fits together, it's just really special. I love that his pieces, that they're also duets, like he mentioned. And so getting to hear Tom Irwin featured on horn, he's an amazing horn player. David Hoffmaster on trumpet, he's so fantastic. And so to get to be able to shine some spotlight on them. And then Shelby Owassa is playing oboe, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous duet piece for her, along with Ryan. So getting to hear those has just really been just an extra bonus.
Yeah.
With that, I really love the Granger piece. It's very fun. The orchestra they're just playing it great. It's really fun to play. Olympic John Williams, you really can't go wrong with that. So right, like all of these are my favorites, but.
I bet it's awesome.
good.
Yeah, to just see the start to finish. You put all the work in, and then just being able to see that. I bet full chills moment. I bet yesterday. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually we were talking last night just about like that balance as a performer of having to focus and think and do all of those things, but also relishing the moment of like, this is really fun. This is really good, and getting to call this work. I mean, how great is that?
Yeah.
I wonder if Ryan's former teachers were nervous at all. Like, you can't be shown up by your student, right? But now he's a professional internationally known singer, and yeah, I'd be like, oh man, I have to step up my game.
We're always nervous.
Or you go ahead, Ryan.
No, I was just going to say it's in our DNA. We're always nervous, when we have our social moments. It's just that energy that you need.
And Ryan, what about you? What are you most excited for this performance?
Oh, I can't pick between these three pieces. They're each very special, and I'm really excited about the variety of them. The first piece is just such a stunning, peaceful, calming balm to the ear, and then one of the most beautiful laments Handel ever wrote with the oboe solo that'll just absolutely, hopefully, break your heart, and then a really fun, zesty hunting aria that features a really bold French horn solo. So each has such a distinct feel. It's really a wonderful variety.
Awesome. We only have about a minute left here. So can you remind everybody when the concert is, where it is, and anything else we need to know?
Sure. It's not this weekend, but the following Saturday, that's April 18th. Concert starts at 7 o'clock. We're hoping with, Ryan's connection that the auditorium will probably be pretty full, so you might want to get there a little early. There's usually some kind of sporting event or something going on too, so parking lots can be full. So plan there to get ahead of 7 o'clock. And it's at the Beaver Dam High School Auditorium, if I hadn't said that yet. It's free admission, so there's no barrier to entry that way. We do have a couple of sponsors that help make that free. So Jean Lamers and then also Gerald and Christy Lund are sponsors of that event. So we're looking forward to seeing you.
Is there one other thing I can mention?
Oh, yeah, of course.
We also are going to be recognizing senior scholarship winners. Okay. We have students in the orchestra as well. It's a community orchestra. We have a wide variety of ages, but we have some very dedicated high school students, and we love getting to recognize them at this concert.
Oh, great. And if they need to know any more information, there's a website they can go to, which is
bdorchestra.com.
Easy enough. Well, thank you, all three of you, for being here, and we're looking forward to a great concert on April 18th.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, when we come back, we're going to be talking to Randy from Professional Floor Covering. That's next on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Iranian officials are urging young people to form human chains around power plants as President Trump warns that a, quote, whole civilization will die tonight if Tehran doesn't meet its deadline to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Airstrikes hitting 2 bridges and a train station in Iran. And the U.S. has also struck military targets on the oil hub of Karg Island. ABC's Ian Pannell has more on talks from Tel Aviv.
In a sign that peace talks are making little headway, Iran signaling it won't accept the deal on the table, instead proposing its own 10-point plan, described by U.S. officials as unconstructive and not workable.
Turkish officials say 3 gunmen attacked a building housing the Israeli consulate in Istanbul today, sparking a gunfight that left 1 assailant dead, 2 police officers wounded. Vice President J.D. Vance in Hungary's capital saying he's there to help far-right Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban in his re-election bid. This is ABC News.
The best place to hear your favorite song is in a bed from Slumberland Furniture. There's plenty of great music in here at the Slumberland Furniture Studio on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Now this news update on Wisconsin Radio Network, I'm Ted Allen. Today's the day for the spring election in Wisconsin. Polls close at 8 tonight. Be sure to bring along a photo ID and proof of residence. You can also register to vote at the polls. Find your polling place or see your ballot before you go to vote by logging on to myvote.wi.gov. There'll be no new trial for former Milwaukee County Judge Hannah Dugan. A federal judge Monday rejected a request for a new trial and acquittal. Dugan was accused of interfering with federal agents attempting to arrest an undocumented man outside her courtroom and was convicted of felony obstruction. And the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources reminds you to be bear aware as black bears emerge from their winter dens. As warmer weather draws more people outdoors, the DNR says bear sightings and encounters increase across the state. More info can be found on the DNR's website. Tad Allen, Wisconsin Radio Network News.
When I grow up, what should I be? A chef? I'd probably eat more than I'd cook. I could be a ballet dancer. I'm not exactly graceful. I've got 2 left feet. Literally. Or an astronaut. Tempting, but too far from home. Or maybe I'm destined to give someone hope.
At Dogs Inc., our pups grow up to change lives. Learn more at dogsinc.org.
I can trace family members who served from World War I to today, each one helping shape who I am. My family chose to share their stories with the Library of Congress Veterans History Project. Voices, letters, and memories that bring their service to life. Searching for their stories was easy. You can discover powerful stories too, told through the voices of America's veterans. Explore, remember, and share at loc.gov/vets.
In sports, Garrett Mitchell, single in the 8th, plated a pair of runs, breaking up a 5-5 tie, helping the Brewers to an 8-5 win over the Red Sox Monday in their series opener at Fenway. Series will continue tonight. The Miz gets the start 5:10, the broadcast time on 95.3. Michigan Wolverines won their first NCAA men's basketball tournament championship in 37 years, knocking off UConn last night 69-63 in Indianapolis. The Badger men's basketball team losing guard John Blackwell. He is going to test the NBA waters, but if he doesn't go pro, we'll hit the transfer portal. Bucks in Brooklyn tonight. Coverage begins at 6 o'clock over on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. We are scheduled to have high school softball this afternoon on Daily Dodge TV. Beaver Dam and Oregon at 5 o'clock if weather permits. That's your Daily Dodge Sports Center on 95.3 WBEV.
Get the latest local news in Spanish on the Diario Dodge page at dailydodge.com. Brought to you by PAVE.
Ample sunshine expected today with daytime highs approaching 43. Southeasterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance for snow becoming mixed precipitation. Tonight, lows dip down to about 26. Partly cloudy skies. Overcast skies. Tomorrow, chance for showers. High temperatures reach up to 63. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Right now, it's 27 degrees.
Continue to stay in the know on election night with 95.3 WBEV and Daily Dodge.
Join us for complete election coverage starting after the polls close at 8. We'll track the races that matter most to you, including the Wisconsin Supreme Court, Beaver Dam Mayor and Common Council, Beaver Dam School Board, and Dodge County Board. We'll also keep you up to date on Eustisford Schools referendum and other ballot items across the area.
Stay informed with updates several times an hour all evening long. Don't miss election night coverage on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Looking for your next great round? Tee it up at Rolling Meadows Golf Course in Fond du Lac, featuring 27 holes designed for every skill level. Whether you're chasing a personal best or just enjoying time with friends, you'll love the well-kept course, practice facilities, and relaxing clubhouse. Play 9, 18, or all 27, then unwind at the bar and grill. Rolling Meadows, more golf, more fun your way. Book your tee time today at rollingmeadowsgolfcourse.com.
Hey neighbor, this is Randy, owner of Professional Floor Covering, welcoming you back to Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. And we have the great Randy from Professional Floor Coverings on the phone today. Randy, how are we?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How was your weekend?
Weekend was pretty good. You know, still a little cool and gloomy, but
I know
it's getting better.
It is. And with the, weather changing and the seasons changing, anything special going on at Professional Floor Coverings?
Well, it is that time of year. You know, you spent the whole winter indoors, and you were kind of hard on that carpet, tracking in and out. It's time to freshen that up and get her looking good for summer.
So what type of carpet is popular around here right now?
Well, most carpets today are made out of polyester, which the nice thing about polyester is they don't stain. Everything comes out when you clean them, and they don't fade either.
How is
So
that
kinda
possible?
Something different from the past, you know. In the sunlight, the sun would, over the years, you moved your furniture, and holy cow, there's the original color. If it was lighter, that don't happen anymore. And they clean up better. They definitely everything comes out. So when you call the cleaner guy in, he gets it. It should all come out, every little thing.
How is that? Is it because of how like the polyester is made?
Yeah. So the difference is, years ago when a lot of carpet was made out of nylon, it was made out of they would start with a nylon pellet, and they would extrude that pellet by heating it up like 3 stories in the air and heating it, and then little strands like cobwebs would fall, and then you would twist them together to make the fiber, and it would be pure white. Then they would make that into a carpet. Then they would take the carpet and they would throw it in this big bath of dye and dye it to whatever color they wanted. Well, now the color is already in the pellet. When they extrude the yarn, it's already in there. So the color. So basically, it's like the yarn is like a carrot versus an apple. The color goes all the way through, so it won't fade.
Wow, I never knew that.
And you can clean it. You can clean it with bleach. You can clean it with just about anything, and everything comes out and doesn't damage it.
Huh. So big.
That's kind of a nice thing.
Yeah. And do you see a difference in, like is it longer lasting nowadays?
It's probably not as long lasting. I mean, they've softened the fibers up so much. You know, everybody wants it to be soft and comfy, and even the nylons nowadays are so soft that you probably sacrifice a little bit of the longevity. But you know, the days of the 30-year carpet are probably gone. But hey, change it more often, spruce it up, you get a new look, and you get a fresh new living room or bedroom, whatever you're doing.
Exactly. You can get that all at Professional Floor Covering.
Yeah, right. Actually, you know, the average life of a carpet is 7 years, so
really,
you know, think about that one.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of apartment stuff out there that, you know, gets changed yearly or every couple of years. Kind of moves out, they change the carpet, put another one in. That's why it's so low. But, you know, you buy a decent carpet, though, you should get 15 years out of it without a problem. You take care of it. And, hey, it'll last forever if you never walk on it.
True. Well, Randy, is there anything else we need to be knowing about Professional Floor Covering?
Oh, not really. I think we're pretty good. I mean, we got a lot going on here, but we always have room for more. So if you're thinking about something, stop on in.
Awesome. Well, thank you, and we will talk to you next week.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yep. Kale, let me get you up here. How are we?
Am I there?
No.
I didn't think I was. I don't see the little light.
I'm going to fix it.
I'm doing great on this Tuesday, especially because I'm invisible.
You are.
I'm the invisible man, at least on the video side, if you're trying to watch on DailyDodgeTV. Where is Kale? Where is he? Where did he go? I might have to get that fixed. I'm fascinated, though, by this process of how they make the carpets.
I was shocked by that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
I loved the like apple versus carrot comparison. How the old school was apple because you had the color on the outside, but on the inside it was still the natural color. But with the new stuff, like it's dyed all the way through. Like if you cut open a carrot, it's the same color all the way through. So it's gonna sustain that color. That's fascinating.
I had no idea that was even a thing.
No idea. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. You learn something new every day. I love how educational Randy always is. Well, Ashley, if I were to refer to a city as being sticky, what do you think I mean by that?
I would think like humidity.
Yeah, that would kind of make sense, right?
Yeah.
So there's a moving website called Move Buddha, and they have put together the list of the top 10 stickiest cities in America. So what do they mean by sticky? No, It is not about humidity.
What?
No, it is not about the pieces of chewed up gum they find on railings. What they mean is how much are people sticking to staying in that city? So where people, quote, stick around and don't move into other metro areas. So
that's a terrible.
So to compare things, they looked at data like at all the major metros in America, and they looked at how often people are moving out of those metros, but they also took into consideration when they do move out, how far away are they moving? Because if they maybe only move 20 minutes away, they might really still like that city, but they just, so they still want to be close, versus if they moved 8 hours away, obviously they don't really care about wanting to go back. So any cities pop into mind in America, we're talking about major metropolises here, that people tend to stay there and not move away, or if they move away, they don't move very far?
I don't know.
You don't even know where to start, do you?
No, I don't.
It is it's somewhat spread. There's just about every area of the country is represented. I will say the South, and I say South in quotes because I think everybody has a little bit different definition of what the South is. But generally the South is pretty well represented here.
Okay.
So think major metro areas in the South. Atlanta, Georgia is number 10 on the list. Yeah, people are not moving out of there so much. They seem to.
Really?
I do feel like when you meet people from Atlanta, they seem to have a lot of pride in their city.
I feel like there's got to be a couple Florida ones, but Orlando.
Orlando, Florida would be a good guess. Not on the list.
What?
And I will tell you, there's actually only one Florida city on the list. And it may honestly not be one you would think of naturally, because it's not one that would be like the first 3 or 4 that come to mind in Florida for me. Because obviously you think like, oh, Miami or something like that, or Orlando.
Tampa?
Not Tampa. That's also a great guess. Although I feel like people from Tampa really like Tampa.
Yeah, Tampa's awesome. Is it up near the Panhandle?
Let me give you a hint here. Think racing, sort of.
Daytona
Beach. Yeah, Daytona Beach, Florida is number 3 on the list. Yep.
My Nana lives by there, and maybe it's because she's 85, but she is not a fan.
No, really?
But it's very like not like crowded, but very populated.
Pretty populated,
Yeah.
So Atlanta, Georgia was number 10. Number 9 is Providence, Rhode Island. It's one of the few
Providence,
metros.
Rhode Island is. Wait, no, I went to Newport. Never mind.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's one of the few not in the South. Number 8, this one kind of surprised me. Indianapolis.
That shocks me.
Yeah. Yeah,
I did not expect Indianapolis.
I would not have expected that. Yeah, people do not move away from Indianapolis very much. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's because they don't know they can move. Number 7 is Dallas, Texas. Yeah, people from Dallas definitely are proud Dallasites, Dallasians. I don't even know what they are. Number 6, Kansas City, Missouri.
That's shocking.
Number 5, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That's shocking.
Number 4, Louisville, Kentucky. I can
see that.
That doesn't surprise me.
No,
People
me
from
neither.
Louisville really love to be there. Number 3, as we mentioned, is Daytona Beach. Number 2, Greenville, South Carolina.
My uncle used to live there. He loved it.
South Carolina is a nice area.
I love South Carolina.
And number 1 on the list, I will tell you, I could totally understand this. I haven't been to this city, but I have been to this state many times. There are probably actually different parts of the state I'd rather live in, but I get it. Can you guess? Start with the state.
Tennessee?
No. But good guess. You're not far. You're actually really not far.
I don't think it would be Kentucky.
Nope.
I don't know.
You said Tennessee. Think a little further east.
North Carolina?
North Carolina. What city?
The only big city I know in North Carolina is Raleigh.
You don't know any other very, very large city in North Carolina that's actually pretty sure bigger than Raleigh?
Why am I blanking on North Carolina cities?
Charlotte, North Carolina is number 1 on the list of the stickiest cities where people do not move. And actually, part of the reason Charlotte's on the list is for the people that do move out of Charlotte, 1 out of 4 who move out search for places nearby Charlotte. So I think it's probably more of they just want to get out of the city. They still probably working in the city and like to visit the city, but they probably just want to live in like a suburb.
How close is Charlotte to the ocean?
It's a couple hours. It's not super
Really?
close. Yeah, Charlotte's more central North Carolina.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, Charlotte is not super close. Raleigh is definitely much closer. And then there's I've been to a few places. We used to go to. We got married on Curry Beach, which is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful area. And then not last summer, but the summer before, took a big family vacation out to Topsail Island.
Okay.
Unbelievable. Because that is Topsail Island's just a little south of like that Rodanthe and Outer Banks area.
Ooh,
so you
Outer Banks.
You kind of, what's cool about Topsail Island is you kind of get that combo of typical North Carolina beach feel.
Yeah.
But you also still get, it's kind of combined with that like Outer Banks feel. It's sort of a beautiful combo because it's kind of tucked right between. It's kind of right in the middle of that southern coast of North Carolina. And then that, it's just a little south
That's
of
like the
Rodanthe.
dream, Kale.
It's amazing. It was a really, really, really pretty island. We did actually, when we were there, we drove up to like the northernmost point of the island. And we did some family photos up there. And it was like one of those, it was so scenic. It was one of those things where I'm like, are there going to be wild horses running down the beach? Like, that's what it looked
that's
like.
awesome.
It was amazing. Absolutely beautiful. So there you go. Your stickiest cities in America, a.k.a.
Stickiest.
Cities where people are not moving away. Or if they do, they're not moving too darn far.
That's crazy. All right. Well, we got to take a quick break. But when we come back, we'll be talking about what's going on in the community. That's next on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
So many great things come from summer in Wisconsin. Sunshine, fairways, and a chance to make a real difference. Join Good Karma Brands on Friday, June 5th for the Good Karma Brands John Moser Children's Radiothon for the Kids Golf Outing at Beaver Dam Country Club. A day where every swing supports kids who need it most. Check-in begins at 8 a.m. with a shotgun start at 9 a.m. Grab your foursome for just $350, including 2 carts and lunch for 4. After your round, stick around for food, snacks, raffles, scratch-offs, and plenty of chances to win big, including 50-50 raffles, where $10 gets you 10 tickets. Not a golfer? No problem. Whole sponsorships are available and make a huge impact. The deadline to register is May 15th. Get all the details and sign up now at DailyDodge.com. Every dollar raised benefits the 2026 Good Karma Brands John Moser Children's Radiothon. Because this day isn't just about golf, it's for the kids.
Hey, it's Stacy with Slumberland, Beaver Dam in Watertown. Our spring sale is going strong, and no one sells Sealy for less than us. Our Sealy Sofa Park Firm mattress in a queen starts as little as $499. Or take advantage of our Slumbercrest line and save even more money with our Slumbercrest mattresses starting as little as $399. Sink into plush comfort with a Sealy Posturepedic Sofa Park soft pillow top mattress for as little as $599, or take your pick at the Hagerstown medium tight top mattress at $999 for a queen size Sealy Posturepedic. Now we have so many fun specials running. Our Nectar mattresses are up to 40% off and get spending cash with Purple. So buy a Purple mattress, get $300 in spending cash. Or buy a Tempur-Pedic, a Sealy Posturepedic, or a Stearns & Foster's and get $300 spending cash. And ask us about our interest-free option for up to 36 months. Shop local and save big with us. Stacy with Slumberland, Beaver Dam in Watertown.
In a small community like ours, homes are more than addresses. They're where kids wait for the school bus, where neighbors wave from across the driveway, and where summer evenings turn into conversations that last a little longer than planned. A house may be made of lumber, but a home is where life happens. At Klodowski Real Estate, we're proud to help families buy, sell, and move forward right here in the community we all share. If you're thinking about making a move or just have a question, call 920-219-9212. Klodowski Real Estate, local homes, local people, local heart.
Serve your community with the 8th Annual Global Youth Service Day Food Drive, provided by Playground Movement. How does this work? Local businesses collect food, which is then donated and packed into bags, which are given out to 100 families. How can you help? Visit playmovebd.org to find more information.
You can also visit the Playground Movement Facebook page to sign up and volunteer on April 24th and April 25th at Apache Stainless Steel. Can't make it on the 24th and 25th? Donate food items to the designated businesses located in Beaver Dam. Together, we can make a difference. Help out at the Global Youth Service Day food drive.
Hey, it's Randy from Professional Floor Covering. You're listening to Hometown Today on the 5,000-watt flamethrower on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. And shout out to Ninja for helping me and getting the split screen back so I can see Kale.
I saw the light come back on. I
Yep.
was like, ooh, I'm going to be on now.
Yep.
I'm no longer the invisible man over
Nope.
on Daily Dodge
You're not
TV.
the voice of God. Yep.
It was fun to play it for one segment at least. That was fun. So, well, it's a big day here in Wisconsin, Ashley, because it is spring election day today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Have you done your civic duty yet today?
I think I have.
Okay, very good. Spring election day here. A number of races on the ballot. I know, obviously, statewide you've got the Supreme Court race, and then locally you've got a number of races. I know here in Beaver Dam we've got a mayoral race, a couple aldermanic races. There's a couple of county board races, and I know in the area there's some additional aldermanic races, some school board races. Oh, there's one of those here in Beaver Dam, too. So, yeah, a number of things on the ballot. So make sure you make plans to head over to your polling location and cast your vote. And then tune in tonight here on 95.3 WBEV, and we're going to have all the latest results from around the area. So you can keep up to date on that and see who is going to be representing you at all different levels. And so those updates will start here a little after 8 o'clock or so, probably around 8:15, 8:30. We'll hopefully have your first update for you. Probably hear your first update or two during the Brewers post-game show, and then we'll have updates throughout the evening. And, of course, you can always check out the latest results at DailyDodge.com as well. I know our news team is all geared up for a big election night, so don't miss any of that here on 95.3 WBEV. Mentioned the Brewers. They are back in action tonight. Just another ridiculous performance last night by the Brewers.
I know.
Opening their series at Fenway against the Red Sox. I always love and enjoy listening to a Brewer game, but this year's team is going to keep me – it's going to get me in trouble because it's going to keep me
I know.
glued. Like, we had a kid – the oldest had volleyball last night, and I had to drop him off the dorks, and I had to run an errand quick, and then I was going to run back and then go in. And then I got back, and I found myself stuck in my car because all of a sudden, oh, wait, what's happening here? Oh, okay, another – I mean, it's just – this team.
They're so fun.
So much fun.
It's a blast.
And, I mean, look at their record so far to start the season.
I think they're 8-2.
8-2 to open – like –
we love it.
Like, let's not lose sight of that. Yeah, they've had to fight for it, and Woodruff, by the way, what a performance! I know it was definitely got off to a rocky start, allowed more walks and runs, but
yeah, and then
by the
Wilson
end of the
Contreras
day,
wanted to beat him up.
Yeah, there's always a little fuel on that fire between those two. But yeah, I mean, he got in there and he got outs where it mattered, and that was a pretty top-notch Woodruff performance. Other than that, a little bit rocky start, but man, it's fun. So more Brewers baseball tonight as they take on the Red Sox once again, and same as last night, 5:10 pregame here on 95.3 WBEV. And tomorrow night, Ashley, are you going to be joining us out in Cambria?
Of course.
Yes, our final poker run stop is coming up tomorrow night. We'll be out at the Dump from 4 until 6. I'm telling you, my mouth has been watering since last week thinking about that Tennessee whiskey burger.
I know. I'm looking forward to their burger of the month.
Ooh, yum.
Charlie read it yesterday, and it sounded phenomenal.
I mean, you can't really go wrong there, obviously. It's one of those things, honestly, because I'm sort of torn. I mean, all the burgers are good. Like, you give me any burger from the Dump, I'm going to be thrilled and satisfied. But the two I really struggle between getting is the Tennessee whiskey or the Grackle. The Grackle's got the fried egg on the top, which I do love a good fried egg on a burger. And it's one of those things where I'm kind of thinking about just like skipping meals today and tomorrow, so I've got room for both tomorrow night.
Fair.
I mean, why not, right? So, yeah, join us out there from 4 to 6. We'll be drawing the cards, and then shortly after 6 o'clock, we are going to determine our winners. Grand prize winner with the best 5-card hand going to win $2,000. Second place will get that Chula Vista Resort prize pack with the overnight stay, the water park passes, and the $100 in dining. And then we'll have third place will win $25 gift cards from all of our poker and stops. And then one lucky random person's also going to win a $25 gift card from all of our poker run stops. And so that's a great reason. Even if you're like, I don't have a hand anymore, I wasn't really playing along, come out because there's going to be great drawings. We're going to also be drawing for some Brewer tickets, and it's going to be fun, too. So come on out. Can't wait to see everybody out there tomorrow at the Dump. And coming up tomorrow here on Hometown Today, Ashley, I'm looking forward to our conversation with Karen Lanzer with Heroes for Heroes.
Me too.
Always fun to catch up with her, and I do think she's bringing Zeus with her. So
Yay!
That'll be exciting, and she's going to be here to talk about the annual Clays for Heroes event. So that's coming up tomorrow.
Awesome. Well, that'll do it for us today on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.